kept you?
Oh, thought I'd stop and get a Coke on the way back.
Any luck?
With getting a Coke?
Joe.
There's a phone in that farmhouse back there. I talked to a colleague and told him if he didn't hurry up, we'd have to bring in the bank robbers ourselves. He knew I wasn't kidding either.
How soon can they get here?
Well, from the police station, it's a 15-minute drive all the way out here. They'll be going pretty fast, but...
Boy, I hope we can hold them that long.
We should be alright. Chet took care of the car. Hey, guys.
It appears our friends are having some engine trouble.
I'll go around the other side to keep an eye on them.
What'd you do this time?
Let's just say they're gonna need a tow truck before they...
Nice one, Chet.
Frank, Tony just signaled.
All right, let's close in.
I'll need that.
Did you tell Mom?
Yeah,
Was she worried?
I told her we'd be careful.
Oh, way to go. Let's go! Frank, go!
If I was a snake, I would have bit you.
Slow it down, Joe. It always happens like this. Here I am hard at work, just trying to earn a few extra bucks over the summer. And where's Frank? Oh, he's meeting with Jack Samuels. Why would a movie producer want to even talk to him anyway?
Do you have any idea what it's about?
No, Frank didn't even know. It's supposed to be some case for Dad, but he isn't back yet.
What was that? Now you did, Joe.
Tony, you're off your game this morning.
Joe, that was completely your fault. Hey, this isn't supposed to be here.
What do you mean? It has a Swift label. This is a Swift shipment.
No, Joe, the second label.
Project Supernova? Let's see what's inside.
Yeah.
Hey! Chet, which way did he go?
I don't know. In case you didn't notice, I'm having my own issues right now.
Did either of you see his face?
No, I didn't. My face was in the door. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. Chet, what did he look like?
I don't know. Medium height, brown hair, about your size.
Gee, that's helpful.
Well, the box was brown too, if that helps.
Swell, Chet. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Hardy is here to see you.
Oh, thank you. Bring him in. The younger Mr. Hardy, I see.
One of them, anyway. Frank Hardy.
Jack Samuels. Glad to know you, Frank. Yeah, that's all right. Your father told me he'd send you if he couldn't make it. Of course, I'm disappointed he's not available. How's your father, Frank?
He's doing well, I hope. I actually haven't talked to him in several days. He's out of town on the case.
Yeah, well, Frank, I think I can use you. Although, come to think of it, I've heard quite a little bit about you lately, you and your brother. Tell me, all those stories true? Criminals, desperate situations, near death, that kind of jazz?
Far too many of them, I'm afraid.
It's remarkable, especially for boys your age. What do your parents think about it?
Well, at first Mom had seen us in some kind of legal or medical career, but She got used to the way things are now. Just don't ask my Aunt Gertrude about it. She still has her own opinions.
Well, I guess I'll get right to the point. Of course you're familiar with Clyde Grayson.
Oh, sure. I actually just saw this new film the other day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wings Over Enemy Lines. Quite a patriotic film, don't you think?
Yeah, well, you see, this concerns Clyde as well as the other side of the film, Desmond Guy. As I'm sure you know, both are rather involved in promoting the war effort on the home front. Selling bonds, that sort of thing.
However, their involvement has been a little too successful from the Nazi point of view. My sources confirm that Berlin probably wants them eliminated.
Where are they now?
Desmond is back in Hollywood. Clyde, actually, on the other hand, is on tour in Europe, visiting troops and whatnot.
So, what kind of plot are we talking about?
Well, yeah. You see, this is a very delicate and highly confidential matter, Frank. Hope you can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, they're just rumors. Rumors, mind you. Nazi infiltration.
Exactly to what extent, what level, or even if at all, is entirely uncertain at this point. But, as I'm sure you understand, something like this, no matter how unlikely it may be, is enough to make us uncomfortable.
That makes sense.
So, have you asked the government to investigate?
America could not afford the shock of something like this. Imagine getting it to the public, which it would if we got the government involved. Something that high scale doesn't go unnoticed. People would lose faith in the American cinema. Everything we've worked for would be destroyed and lost. Not to mention which, bad publicity means bad business, and I'm not about to have that.
So, where do I come in?
Well, that's the thing.
Clyde Grayson is scheduled to return to Hollywood the day after tomorrow. And the next day, he and Desmond Guy will speak at a celebrity dinner, help promote the war effort.
And then, get this, Desmond out of nowhere tells me he thinks a plot's developing against him that night.
You have security, right?
Of course, but given the situation, it's not going to do us any good.
The very person we're looking for would be the very kind of easily get past security. However, someone like your father, or possibly yourself, could work from the inside, find out whether there is indeed a real threat.
So your father's not available?
Not unless you want to wait till I hear from him again, which might not be for a while.
You work with your brother, correct?
And possibly a few others.
Others?
My brother and I have a few trusted assistants. They've worked with us from day one.
I cannot stress enough, Frank, that the fewer people who know about this, the better.
Look, Mr. Samuels, when Joe and I take a case, we treat everyone involved as a suspect. Trusting someone in these situations is basically trusting someone with our lives. But if we have a team we can work with and trust, things run much more smoothly.
All right. When can you get started?
Well, boys, it appears there's absolutely nothing Officer Smuff and I can do.
What else? Nope, afraid not. Con Riley and me, we went over this whole area with a fine-tooth comb, and you can bet if there had been any clues, we would have found them by now.
Doesn't it seem a little strange that the one thing that clearly did not belong in the shipment is the one thing that was stolen?
Strange. Well, it may seem strange to the likes of you, but I've seen too many coincidences in my day. I mean, you say you didn't even get a look inside the box? For all you know, there's nothing different in there anywho. I mean, this was just a shipment of radio equipment, right?
Right.
Well, insurance will cover it, no doubt. I mean, clearly, the thief was nothing more than a two-bit hoodlum. Saw these electronics and thought he could make a few extra bucks at a pawn shop somewhere. I mean, clearly there's nothing more to say at this point. Case closed. End of story.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure working with you. Having such fine specimens of the law enforcement makes living in Bayport, New York, so safe.
Thank you, boys.
Chester, my boy. There's hope for you yet. In times gone by, I've been, shall we say, discouraged by your mischievous conduct. Now I see that maturity is beginning to work its marvelous wonders, even on you.
Well, Officer Riley, I've learned more and more each day.
I'm sure you do, my boy.
Keep up the good work, boys.
Ciao.
Thank you, officers.
You and your cigarette.
Gotcha there. Those two, on the other hand, never gonna learn anything.
I've seen too many coincidences in my day.
Those are words of a true professional.
Those guys are unbelievable. I just find it hard to believe that some two-bit hoodlum just happened to come by and take the one thing that did not belong in the shipment. I mean, he wasn't even discreet. He acted like he wanted the box before anyone could look inside.
I mean, I've handled Swift Enterprises stuff before, and I've never seen anything labeled Supernova.
It could have been deliberately smuggled in.
But why?
Well, it depends on what it is, which we don't know. It is possible that someone's stealing equipment at Swift Enterprises. Whoever it is could have put the crate on the delivery truck and then just waited until we unloaded it. What do you think, Tony?
I guess that's possible. I mean, I don't see anything like this could happen by accident.
Well, we'll know a lot more when we find out what this Project Supernova even is.
Wait, when we find out?
Why are you following me?
Get your hands up.
I asked you a question. Why are you following me?
Sorry, Mr. Hardy. We'll be asking you questions.
Thanks would be nice. You know I had it under control, right?
Yeah, you managed to keep your sunglasses on. Friends of yours?
I don't know. I guess they followed me from Samuel's office.
What was that all about?
Tell you about it. Come on. We better report this. It could be pretty serious.
Gee, I never would have guessed.
So, what are we doing here?
We're here at Swift Enterprise to figure out what exactly this Project Supernova is. Once we know that, we might be able to figure out what the stolen box was doing in our shipment. And once we know that, we might be able to figure out who stole the box. Does that answer your question?
That wasn't my question. My question was...
Of course that wasn't your question. That was my answer.
But that wasn't your answer to my...
If it wasn't my answer, then whose was it?
Okay, it was your answer, but it was not the answer to my question.
So I didn't answer your question?
No.
Then why didn't you just say that?
Never mind. Tony, what are we doing here? As in, what exactly is our plan to find out about this whole supernova thing?
Well, Chet, there's a file at the front desk, and that file should have information on all the departments. You know, what do they produce, where the stuff is shipped, things like that.
How many departments are there?
This is Tom Swift, Chet. This man has pioneered technology across so many different fields. I mean, transportation, exploration, media. Too many to count.
And weapons, too, for that matter. You've probably heard of all the stuff he developed in the Great War. In fact, I won't be surprised if he's working with the government again in this war.
So, Chet, to answer your question about how many departments there are, too many to count. I don't know. So that's why there's a file.
Yeah, I'm Tom Streeter from Bayport, and we received the Swift Enterprises delivery this morning. I mean, there appears to be an error. I was wondering if you could put me in touch with the manager of Project Supernova. They appear to have sent us a credit mistake.
Okay, just a minute. Let me check the file.
Sure.
I'm sorry, we don't appear to have any record of Project Supernova. If you'd like, I can put you in touch with one of the district.
No, thank you. I've already spent a lot of time talking to them. Appreciate your time. That's the reason why I was so late this morning, guys. I was on the phone for hours with every single one of those project managers. They don't know anything. That's why we're here. Tony, you checked with every supervisor already? That's right. Then all that's left are the workers who actually loaded the truck. Perfect, it's lunchtime. Come on, they'll all be on break for now. Left.
Alright guys, real simple. Just go around one by one and say you've had a delivery problem and need to find out who's in charge of Project Supernova. Let's get in and get on with it, get over it, and get out. Get it?
Got it. Good.
Bayport. Yeah, we loaded that this morning. Yeah.
Do you remember trademark Project Supernova?
No, there should have just been radio equipment on that truck. Yeah, Project Supernova, it sounds like a spy story or something. Are you sure that says marked?
I'm not sure about anything anymore. Sorry to bother you.
Project Supernova? Why do you ask?
Only because we had a delivery problem we want to straighten out.
Nah, I don't know anything about that.
Thanks anyways.
Any luck?
Nope.
Hey, don't look now.
Wow, that's not cliche.
He's over there. Hey, that's the same guy who I talked to earlier. He got really weirded out when I mentioned supernova.
Alright, go tip off Tony. Okay, see that folder he's carrying? It looks just like the ones they had at the front desk. What's a factory worker doing with something like that?
Any number of things, I guess.
I want to see what's inside it. I want you to get it for me, now.
Yes. Alright, Tony, stay here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Here, let me help you.
Give that back. Sorry. Did you find anything?
You won't need to. You're under arrest.
Oh, hey, Chief. Frankie has been waiting to see you for a while.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Frank.
That's all right, Chief. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh, for sure. Step into my office. This isn't about your father, is it, Frank?
No. I guess it's all right. I haven't heard from him recently, though. You heard anything about him?
No, I haven't. So what's this all about, Frank?
Well, Biff and I had a run-in with a few guys on our way home today. We're not sure, but this could be pretty serious.
Why? What happened?
We have reason to think they're Nazi spies.
Hey, these two guys asked to be transferred here. I'm not sure if they're on the level or not.
Sam, just go get colic. This is ridiculous.
All right, follow me.
Come in.
Hey, Chief. Joe Hardy and Chet Morton are here to see you.
We'll send him in. Since when do they wait to be announced?
Right.
Hey, Chief. Oh, hey, Frank.
What in the world is going on here? Take those handcuffs off. They don't need those. Now, can somebody please tell me what this is all about?
I can.
Can you now? And who might you be?
Agent Brown, FBI. Do you know him?
That's my brother.
All right, then I'll need him to stay here, too.
All right, then. You first. What's this all about?
I've been working at Swift Enterprises undercover. These guys were here today asking questions about something they should have known nothing about.
Project Supernova?
That's right, but I'm not sure you realize how serious this is. Hey, we're talking about a classified government project personally supervised by Tom Swift. Nobody knows about it, but you boys do. So I want to know who you are and how you know what you know. And if it takes all night, I really don't care.
Well, first of all, that's Joe Hardy. He's Fenton Hardy's son.
Fenton Hardy's son?
You've heard of Fenton Hardy. Decorated war veteran, New York police detective. Now he's a private investigator.
But how about the other one?
That's Chet Morton. He works with the Hardys all the time. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but I can personally vouch for these two boys.
So that's the other Hardy?
Yes.
But that still doesn't explain to me how two kids just out of high school find out about a government secret.
What did we even find out? Look, here's all that happened. We got a delivery from Swift today, and in it there's a crate marked Project Supernova. We noticed it because it obviously wasn't supposed to be there.
And because you broke it.
Yes, Chet, and because I broke it. Anyways, it suddenly got stolen from our hands.
Wow,
and
you guys are having a great day today, aren't you?
Wasn't my fault. I wasn't even there yet.
Yeah, you were still about to have your ice cream act.
All right, that's enough. Just tell me what happened.
Well, that's about it. We didn't know what was in the box, so we went to Swift to find out what to do.
Why didn't you call the police, boys?
We did.
Eileen Smith at your service.
Alright, boys, it looks like you're all clear. I'll be straight with you right now. We've been concerned about leaks in Swift Enterprises. There are some projects going on that, let's just say, some other countries would be interested in. To tell you the truth, there is no Project Supernova.
What?
It was just a ruse, something to bring the spies out into the open if there were any.
Well, speaking of that, we did find a spy this morning.
What?
Chet, remember that folder he was carrying? It was full of classified information. But of course, he got away when you had Abbott and Costello make their big arrest. So it looks like you're going to have to start from scratch.
Not quite.
What is this, Grand Central Station? Who is this guy?
Biff Hooper.
So what's your story?
I just ran into Tony. He trailed the dude from Swift Enterprises. Apparently his name is Mueller. We got his address, phone number, and his favorite hangouts.
And I think you'll be interested in these. These are the secret documents. Tony found them at Mueller's house.
Where's Tony now?
He'll be here in a minute. He's calling Swift Enterprises to warn them.
Hardy, is this what you saw?
Yeah.
How much of it did you see?
Not much, just enough to know it didn't belong in his hands.
Well, it looks like you found the man we're looking for. Alright, boys. I'll let you know this much. Hardy, your father is working for us. We're trying to find a Nazi spy ring, trying to steal information from Swift. We're going to bring your father back here to handle this new lead.
Wow, that's great. Frank, maybe we can work with him now.
We can't wait that long. We're leaving for Hollywood tomorrow morning.
Hollywood?
I'll tell you about that later.
No, Frank, that's all right. Why don't you tell Brown what you just told me?
Well, this isn't as much of a surprise anymore, but Biff and I think we had a run-in with spies today, too.
What do you mean?
Well, I had a meeting this morning with Jack Samuels. He's afraid of a plot against two of his actors who are promoting the Allied war effort. Apparently the Nazis consider them dangerous. He wants us to go to Hollywood to investigate. When I left the meeting, I was followed by 3 men. They pulled guns on me, but Biff showed up just in time and we were able to fight them off. Unfortunately, they got away.
What did they look like?
I could draw them. Could I get a piece of paper?
You said Jack Samuels hired you?
That's right.
Who did he say the actors were?
Desmond Guy and Clyde Grayson.
Clyde Grayson. Huh.
Did you guys get the same impression I did? That Brown didn't seem to like the idea of us working for Samuels at all.
I don't think he likes the idea of us, period. Do you think he was telling the truth about Project Supernova?
That it was a fake? Why wouldn't he?
Wait, what did Brown tell you?
He told us it was just made up to catch spies.
Really? Remember when he asked you what you saw in those documents?
Yeah.
Well, you see, he didn't ask me. So when I went into the apartment, checked around with the files, I had to make sure that they were the right ones. Guess what I found?
What?
That Supernova was going to be completed at the Swift Enterprises plant in Los Angeles.
So it is real.
Brown lied. Why do you think it'd be sent to Los Angeles if it's just a fake?
Well, the Nazis know now, and that's the real problem, isn't it?
Well, thanks to Tony, Brown knows the Nazis know, so, whatever happens now, it's out of our hands.
Well, guys, look on the bright side. Just landed a job in Hollywood, riding in style. Hotel rooms the size of houses, pools the size of lakes, meals. You would bring up food, wouldn't you?
Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and arrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time? Now if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. Different types of Wednesday.
Classy setup.
Pinch me, I must be dreaming.
Dear old Sammy. I hope we didn't put him out any.
There appears to be only one bed.
I'll bring in some extra blankets.
This is the special room for the important people, right?
Well, no, actually, not really.
Just wondering.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm wiped out, so I get the bed.
Well, I guess that leaves us a few other options.
I'll sleep in the bathtub.
Go ahead, there's no running water anyway.
Oh, someone left this for you.
Thanks.
Who's it from?
It's from Samuels. He says there'll be a car here in an hour to take us to that party.
Why are we going to party?
Is that a complaint?
A lot of people will be at Grayson's dinner day after tomorrow. We'll also be there tonight. It'll give us a chance to meet Desmond Guy and a few others. He apologizes for the limited facilities.
Understatement of the year.
He wanted to keep us out of the public eye as much as possible. Apparently this is a costume party.
Great. I can wear my pajamas.
Did you say we're going to a costume party? How are we supposed to get a costume now?
He also apologizes for the short notice.
That's nice of him.
Okay, he's sending us something to wear.
Oh, that fits. I mean, he's got a whole costume archive to choose from.
It fits.
Yeah.
I'll be the Wizard of Oz, and you guys will be the Lollipop Guild.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, he blows it eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Mr. Guy's over here. Mr. Simmons wants one of you to come with me for security.
Okay. Tony, can you take care of that?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
I'm Joe Hardy. This is my brother Frank.
How do you do? Did you say Hardy? Are you?
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Samuels was...
Oh, that's all right. This is a friend of mine, Howard Benson.
Hi.
He's a well-known screenwriter. You've probably already seen several of his films.
I see. Yeah, Mr. Samuels wants to talk to you when we get a chance.
Ah, well, it's a good thing you caught me when you did. Let's get out of this crowd. As it turns out, Howard here was the first to warn me about my danger. In fact, he just got a letter today.
Yes, I got it in the mail at the hotel earlier tonight.
If you want to save G&G, send a contact tomorrow at 10 a.m. to Harbor Pier. Ask, are you looking for someone? I will reply, I'm waiting for an old friend. No tricks, no cops. Well, it's pretty clear what this is about.
You didn't see who left it?
No, I asked the clerk, but he didn't see.
What do you boys think? It could be a trap, you know.
I know.
Come on, Frank, we'll both go.
I guess it's worth a shot. Might answer a few questions. Is this the only lead we have right now?
As far as I know.
It's the most definite thing we have right now. There's nothing to lose. I mean, even if this isn't on the level, they have no reason to do anything to me and you.
I wouldn't be so sure, especially since you boys were attacked already. I'm just concerned because I'm not sure what kind of job Samuel's prepared you for.
Oh, don't worry about that. We have enough jobs under our belt to know what's what. I'm sure you've read about how we...
Excuse me, Mr. Guy. I think my brother's merely trying to assure you that we do understand the gravity of the situation.
All right, boys. Thank you very much.
Was there anything else you needed us to do?
Well, not for now. Our men will talk to you about security.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Guy. Good evening.
Good evening, boys.
Well, you're going all out, Chet. Detective work makes me hungry. You need detective work to stay in shape. You know how much weight I lost? I'm in shape. Great party, isn't it?
Comment ça, monsieur?
Bonsoir.
Vous parlez le français?
Oui.
C'est merveilleux parce qu'il n'y a pas ici personne qui peut parler le français et c'est triste. C'est si triste parce que c'est une langue vraiment belle. Comment allez-vous?
Oui.
D'accord.
Oui.
How did Guy know you got attacked in Bayport?
I don't know. I guess Samuels must have told him or something.
Hey, Frank, do you recognize me?
No, I don't know.
Hold on a second. Hi, I'm Joe. Haven't we met before?
Oh, real smooth, Joe.
I actually don't think so, but don't worry, I get that a lot.
Hold on a second.
Your brothers?
Excuse me, are you the Hardy Boys?
Yeah, I'm Frank. This is my brother Joe.
Joe. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Ted Scott. I see you already met.
Well, actually,
Mr. Laurel, I mean, Mr. Hardy and I are practically old friends already.
It's great to meet you, Mr. Scott. We've heard about your flying for years now.
Really? I didn't realize I was still so popular. With the war and you guys in the headlines all the time. You don't do much else.
Wait, what did you say your name was again? Andy Hardy?
Joe Hardy.
Oh, the Hardy brothers, the detectives, that's right. Well, isn't this a shot for the papers? Only in Hollywood, right? World famous flyer meets world famous detectives. Are you on an assignment out here?
Well, actually, It's, by the way, what are you doing out here, Mr. Scott? Oh, you're making a movie, aren't you?
Yep. They finally talked me into it. I guess some people realized this was their final chance to get my flying stunts on film.
What do you mean?
Well, people aren't supposed to know this yet, but I guess it doesn't matter. You see, I've enlisted with the Air Force, and I'll be going overseas for active duty pretty soon.
Hey, don't look down, but I think we're being watched.
That's not cliche. Biff, that's the guy from the warehouse!
Monsieur! Un monsieur idiot! Monsieur, allez bien? Oui. C'est très stupide!
Frank, Joe, the guy who stole the box from Swift. He just ran out. What, here? Yeah, come on, let's go. I'll go too.
Wait, could you bring me a phone, please?
I'll check the back doors. All right, guys, this way. Come on.
All right, Biff, keep going that way.
Yeah, Frank?
All right, Joe, we'll go this way.
Oh, this is cool. This was insane. What, you ready to get shot at? I'll take my chances. All right, fine.
Looks like we lost him.
Let's just go back.
Way to use your head, Joe. What now? Joe! What? Here.
Well, he's long gone now. Only for the others. Okay. Where are the others? I don't know. They should be back. Well, here they are. What happened, boys?
I found them blacked out in the woods a few minutes ago.
We had been attacked. Apparently someone else was out there and jumped us. This is terrible.
Yeah, they're used to it.
Mr. Guy, is there a guest list for this party? No, these things are usually pretty informal. We can usually spot anyone who doesn't belong pretty quickly. Not quickly enough this time.
Well, I saw the suspect talking to this gentleman.
Benson?
Oh, you mean that guy that ran off earlier? Yeah, I'd never met him before. He was just wondering where he could use a phone.
Well, looks like you boys lost this one. You know, the trouble with these parties is there's so many people, everyone just assumes everyone knows someone else. Well, after what happened tonight, are you sure you boys want to go on with this tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Well, all right. Thank you very much for your help. And good night, boys.
Good night. Good night, Mr. Guy.
Well, tonight was a big success.
Well, we found out one thing, though.
What was that?
That spy proves that there are Nazis in Hollywood.
Speaking of spies, who's that girl you guys were talking to earlier? I saw her make a phone call.
Yeah, who was she?
Who?
You know, the one with the titian-colored hair?
Titian? What's Titian?
You know, it's goldish, auburn color. What?
Whatever, dude.
Come on, let's get Tony.
Somebody get the phone.
Oh!
Ow.
Get the phone. Dang it. You guys are kidding me.
You always feel like a sandwich.
What's that supposed to mean? Be quiet.
Hello?
Is that you, Frank?
Yeah, hi, Dad.
I heard you got a job out in Hollywood.
Yeah, we had to leave yesterday morning. Are you back home now?
Yes, I am. When you boys uncovered the spy at Swift Enterprises, the FBI brought me back here to handle it.
So it's all over then? You cleaned up the spy ring?
On this end, yes, for the most part. But I think this was just the tip of the iceberg. Something else is about to happen.
What do you mean?
The Nazis have an overall objective. Their core group of spies is focused on stealing a top-secret project from Swift. It's the kind of thing that would win the war for whichever side had it. I can't tell you more about it over the phone, but I heard you boys found out about it already.
The FBI in Bayport told us it was a fake.
I know. He was afraid you would try and find out more about it. Listen up, though. There's something you need to do for me.
Sure.
There's a chance the job you're doing for Jack Samuels has a connection with this spy ring. Agent Brown, the one you talked to, is now in Hollywood too. We busted the Nazis over here, so we think the next move is going to be out there. I talked to the FBI about you boys and told them we could use your help. They were a bit uneasy, but they've agreed to let you keep going for the time being. Agent Brown will get in contact with you soon and give you further information. If you find out anything new, tell him about it when you see him, not me. I have some things to finish up out here before I'm through. So in the meantime, keep your eyes open for Brown and stay on the job. Brown will fill you in about the Swift project. You might be of use to him as contacts inside Hollywood. All right, did you get all that?
All right, got it.
Okay then, I'll talk to you boys later. Take care.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Looks like Supernova got dumped in our laps again.
We still have no idea what it's about.
So what's the plan now? Well, me and Joe have to be at the pier pretty soon.
I don't know about you guys, but I didn't buy Benson's story last night.
You think Benson's in on something?
I think it's worth looking into.
Alright, well, one of us has to stay in case Brown calls. I'll stay. Alright, then. Tony, you and Chet go check up on Benson. Joe and I will go to the pier.
Alright, Frank, she's gotta be the contact. Alright. No, wait, let me take care of this. You have to go about this right way. Hello.
Hey.
Are you looking for someone?
What?
Are you looking for someone?
Oh, yes, I'm waiting for a friend.
Okay, great. So, what do you know about Howard Benson?
Who?
Howard Benson.
Howard Benson. Isn't he a screenwriter?
Yes.
That's right, I saw a picture of him in a fan magazine one time. I think it was an article about a movie he did. Oh, Wings Over Enemy Lines. Have you seen it?
Yes, but...
I love that movie. Isn't Clyde Grayson wonderful? I can't believe he isn't married yet.
Yeah, but... What do you know about him and Desmond Guy?
Oh, I don't really like Desmond Guy. He tries to be suave, but he's just kind of creepy.
Oh, I get it. You don't want to talk here. Where do you want to go?
Pardon?
If you're not comfortable here, we can always go somewhere else. It's not a big deal.
We can?
Yeah, sure. We can go to lunch or something.
I'm sorry, but you see, I'm waiting for a friend.
Yeah, I know. I'm the friend you're waiting to meet.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm already going steady. Don't you think you were going a little too fast anyway?
A little fast?
Yes, don't you think you should slow it down just a little?
Look, I can't waste any more time now. I mean...
Well, it was wonderful meeting you.
That's okay. It's hard to go about these things the right way.
One more word out of you and you're going over that rail.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you. Aren't you that,
Wait, what are you doing here?
Hardy Boys on mystery?
You with the Hardy Boys? Did you get a lead on Benson?
We have a couple of leads, but nothing I can really tell you yet. I got stationed here to, watch the house. What are you doing?
That doesn't matter now. All you need to know is that I'm on your side. You're Chet Morton, aren't you?
You've heard of me?
I've heard you're something of a con artist. Did the Hardy Boys depend on your skills all the time?
Well, I mean...
Do you think you could get in?
Yeah, count on me.
Good morning. May I help you?
Your lamb chops.
We didn't order any lamb chops.
Are you sure?
One moment, please. Most assuredly not.
Well, what am I gonna do with these? I can't take them back, and I can't even myself.
I don't know, but frankly, it's none of my concern. Good day.
Wait. Well, why don't you take them? I mean, I can't take them back. Just have them for free.
I don't know.
No, please take them. Maybe you'll like them. Maybe you'll come back and get more.
Very well.
Yeah, one more thing. Can I have your phone number?
One moment,
it's from my boss. Nothing personal.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Good day,
Thank you very
sir.
much. Couldn't get in for the life of me. But I got this.
Not bad. Okay, all we need now is a phone.
Leave that to me. Could I speak with Howard, please? Just let me speak with him. It's personal. Tell us about the Hardy Boys. Okay, thank you. Howard, it's me. What do you mean, who's me? Listen, the Hardy Boys lost my trail last night and I... Oh. Okay. What time did you say the meeting was? All right, see you then. Jackpot.
Wait, what did he say?
I just played a hunch and told him about the Hardy Boys, and he panicked and told me that there's a meeting tonight at 6:30.
Okay, Chet, I need you to go back to where we were and make sure you keep track of whoever comes and goes.
Okay, who are you again? Okay.
This is ridiculous. We've been here for hours and no one's showing up. This is a complete waste of time.
You're probably right.
I don't know. Now that I think of this whole thing seems pretty fishy.
What do you mean?
Like, I think it's a setup.
Look, if this is a setup, why hasn't anything happened yet?
Unless someone wants us to be here, so we won't be somewhere else.
Wait a second. Who sent us out here?
Benson. Wait a second.
That's right. Remember what Dad told me this morning? Something big's about to happen out here.
With the Swift project.
And what happened last night proves the Nazis are in Hollywood.
And the spy was seen talking to Benson when Chet saw him. Wait a second. Why are we here?
We just said Benson sent us.
No. Why are we in Hollywood?
To protect Grayson and Guy from
Nazis in Hollywood.
Wow. Dad was right. There is a connection between our cases. So Benson's our man.
For both assignments. He's gonna kill Grayson and Guy, and then take the Swift project at the same time.
Come on, we gotta talk to Brown. Let's see if he's called.
There you are. Dad called when you were gone.
Yeah, what'd he say?
Well, two things actually. First, Tony had to go back to Bayport.
Back to Bayport? Why?
I guess your dad had more to do than he realized. He needs some help, but he wants you guys to stay here. He had Tony fly back because he's more familiar with the situation back home.
So he already left then?
Yeah, we got the call right after you guys went to the pier. He's probably at the airport by now.
Well, I guess it's just the four of us then. What else did Dad say?
He says the FBI is worried because they've had no communication with Brown since last night. They want you to find out what happened to him. Here, this is the address he's staying at. Your dad wants you to call him if you find anything out.
Alright, so is Chad already at Benson's house?
He should be.
Okay, go find him. We'll get there as soon as we can. And be careful, because we're pretty sure Benson's the spy we're after.
Sure thing.
Jack, it's about time. Sorry, I had to wait for Frank and Joe. They went to go look for Brown. And they want me to tell you that they think Benson's the spy we're after.
Yeah, I figured. Did you tell him about Tony?
Yeah. What do you mean you figured?
First off, that girl showed up again.
What girl?
You know, the Titian-haired one?
Don't start that again.
It's true. She was here looking at the house and she wanted me to go in there and she told me I was a con artist and I got up there and I got a phone number and I called and they're having a meeting with the Hardy Boys at 6:30.
Okay, go over that again.
Room 31 is right down here. It's funny though, he hasn't been here since last night.
When did you last see him?
Well, I would say around midnight. It's funny though, he ran out of here real quick. He didn't take anything with him. Well, here it is. Up to you.
What in the world?
Someone had quite the fun there last night. I hate to know what happened to him after he left.
Yeah, so do we. Hey, if it's alright, we'll just look around here for a few minutes and...
Feel free to. I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
Okay, thanks.
Frank, this room's been ransacked.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, the phone's knocked over and the... Did you hear what the landlord said? Brown hasn't been here since midnight last night. Something must have happened.
Well, this explains our trip to the pier anyway. The Nazis needed us out of the way long enough so you could go through this room. But what for? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's probably gone now.
You don't suppose I missed anything, do you? It's worth a try. If he was on the phone while he wrote on this, there might be a big clue here.
As long as he didn't tear off the top sheet before he wrote on it.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Well, all we need now is to find some fluorescent salt and a way to photograph this with ultraviolet light.
Right?
Light?
Right?
Biff, look at this. Can you see who it is?
No, I can't get a look at their faces.
One of them's getting away.
Did you see who it was?
No.
Wow, Brown had all the equipment we needed right here.
Yeah, the fluorescent solution worked. The impressions on the sheet are now darker in the photograph.
Swift final correspondence, Griffith Park, same location. Grayson. Grayson?
This must be what the Nazis are after.
Yes, it most certainly is. Now, hand that over and come with us, please. Bitte, verbindet Sie.
Hi, Chet. Thanks for waiting. Oh, I don't think I've met your friend yet.
Oh, my apologies. This is Biff Hooper. Biff, this is my new best friend. What's her name?
All right, I got a lead. The people I'm working for think the Nazis are making a big move tonight, but we gotta work fast.
Wait, who is this?
Now listen, there's 2 possible locations this could happen at, but I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. But just in case I'm wrong, here's what I need you to do. Come on.
Hardy boys. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
I don't know. Max over here insisted we make a visit.
Where did you get this?
We took it from them. We found it in Brown's room.
Well, boys, I'm glad you're here. Now I have the chance to thank you proper. Apparently, some of us aren't very skilled at searching a room. So we need professionals like you to do it for us. But thanks to your help, we got just what we needed. And just what your pal Brown didn't want to give us.
Where's Brown? What'd you do with him?
The same thing I'm going to do with you! We were lucky to get Brown at all. When you boys went after our man last night, I made a call to make sure you wouldn't catch him. Somehow, Brown got to him before you did. But my men were ready and took care of him. We brought Brown back here to question him, but he wouldn't talk. It's no good. Can't get anything out of him.
Don't waste your time. Just get rid of him. And that goes for these 2 as well. They'll be of no use to us. Besides, I don't think they know anything anyway.
Desmond Guy?
Last time I checked,
I trust you boys found some important clues at the pier today.
Boy, we sure had this figured wrong.
No, Frank, not at all. You just had me figured wrong. Other than that, you did just fine.
Why did you have Samuels hire us?
Simple. After tonight, the whole world will scream about a conspiracy in Hollywood. There'll be government investigations and suspicions everywhere. So the easiest way for me to avoid any unpleasantness was to be remembered as the one who warned everyone in the first place.
You said after tonight. What happens tonight?
Tonight? Tonight, the history of the world will change forever. See this? This was our missing link. As I'm sure you have deduced, Agent Brown was supposed to meet Clyde Grayson. I just had to find out when and where so I could fill in for Brown, who is, unfortunately, no longer available.
Why was Brown going to meet Grayson?
I'll let you in on a little secret. Something Jack Samuels doesn't even know. Clyde Grayson is a secret agent for the United States government.
What?
Hard to believe, isn't it? Guy and Grayson, co-stars of the same film, spying for opposite sides. But frankly, we're in the best position to do it. As movie stars, we can travel far and wide as benevolent diplomats and never raise the slightest suspicion. That's exactly what Grayson needed to do for his assignment. You see, he's been working as messenger between Tom Swift and his German collaborator.
German collaborator?
That's right. Heinrich Schmidt. Brilliant physicist, but unfortunately not in favor with the Reich. He and Swift had been working on a project before the war broke out, but since then they've had to communicate in secret.
Project Supernova?
That's right. Swift and Schmidt were developing a weapon that would revolutionize warfare. An army without this weapon wouldn't stand a chance against one that had it. This weapon is a gun that would project an untold amount of force in a single electric beam. I mean enough force to bring down bombers or sink a fleet of battleships from miles away. Schmidt finished his work, and Grayson was bringing the information to Brown to relay to Swift.
But what about...
Sorry, I'm out of time. I've only told you this much because there's nothing you can do. I'm sure someone will show you out.
Hey, boys.
Alright, let's tie him up.
Hey, we just got a lead that the Nazis are making their biggest move tonight.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get to Griffith Park as fast as we can.
But Griffith Park is huge. We don't know where they are.
I know where to go. Are you sure it's Griffith Park?
Positive. That's where the Nazis are headed right now.
Then come on, I know where to go.
She's gonna bring the cops here?
She will as soon as they realize they went to the wrong spot. It may be too late by then. She told me and Chet to come here just in case.
Are you sure we can trust her?
We have to. She may be our only chance.
There he is.
Mr. Grayson, quick. We gotta get you out of here. Who are you? Frank Hardy. Look, Brown's dead and the Nazis are after you. There's not much time.
Clyde, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your trip.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to relieve you of your luggage. And then, once you've reached your final destination, I'll report to Berlin.
So it's you then? Though I may be a fool for asking. Why?
I'm afraid, old boy, that like all good things, even our friendship must come to an end. But don't worry. I see you've made some new friends already. Just like a couple of bad pennies, aren't you? So, without further ado... Oh, you might find it interesting to know that every chance Swift had of completing his weapon disappears with you. You see, Schmidt never kept any record of his work. He was always too afraid it might fall into the wrong hands. Poor man. His death was such a tragedy. Well, let's see what we have here.
Looks like you went over the edge.
Do you see anything?
There's too much brush. We'll send a man down to get the body later.
This is fortuitous.
So unfortuitous. Did we get them all?
Yeah, we got him.
Good. Me and Chet got a couple more tied up at Benson's house.
All right, we'll take care of it.
Thanks.
Hey, Clyde, you all right?
I'm fine. But I had to destroy Schmidt's documents.
Is it true Schmidt's dead?
I'm afraid so. The Gestapo kidnapped him and killed him when he tried to escape.
Is that it then? Is Supernova over with?
Without Schmidt's data, I don't see how Swift could go on. But look, considering what happened, it's nothing compared to what could have happened.
That's right. Who knows what would have happened tonight if the Nazis had gotten their finished product. But the spy ring's all cleaned up, thanks to you boys.
Our men would have gotten here too late if it hadn't been for you. They went to the wrong location. I changed it with Brown at the last minute. Brown must have been caught before he could tell anyone else. Better report back to Tom Swift just the same. Night, boys.
Good night, Mr. Grayson.
Good night. Okay, so can someone please tell me who that girl was?
The Titian-haired girl?
You know who I'm talking about, right? The one who sent us here?
I sure do. In fact, she's one of ours. Miss Drew, the boys are just talking about you.
What else is new?
Wait, Drew, as in Nancy Drew?
You guessed it.
I told you, Frank. I told you I'd seen her before.
Congratulations, Joe.
Yes, when you told Agent Brown about your assignment to protect Grayson, he was worried you'd get in over your heads. Of course you didn't know Grayson was working for us. Samuels didn't even know that. So anyway, Brown had Nancy keep an eye on you guys, just in case.
I called Brown when you went after the spy last night. He went to join the chase, but unfortunately got caught. He told me before that he had a lead on Benson, so when he didn't return and I didn't hear from him, I decided to follow him up on it.
Why didn't you just tell us your name?
Today it was just more fun than anything else. But before, Brown didn't want you to know that we were watching you. So when he went missing today, I took a chance and thought you guys could help me.
Smart move.
Well, thanks, but I have to admit, I was a little worried.
Worried?
Well, you know, you guys kind of have a reputation for the way you handle cases.
Oh, you mean for being the best in the business? No, don't worry. You didn't get in our way.
The best? You know, I was thinking unconventional, for lack of a better word.
I'd say unique is a better word.
Sure, unique as in most people don't like to make a habit out of getting kidnapped.
We escaped?
You got lucky.
No, we got skills.
And friends.
You got lucky. We got here on time.
Oh, well, I guess skill can make up for arrogance and inefficiency. Let's hope your new clients can believe that.
They will, as long as you're not around. I guess it's a good thing Jack Samuels didn't talk to you before he hired us.
Oh, that's fine. By that time, I was with the FBI anyway. But you know what? You were probably better off. Government work usually doesn't pay as well as the entertainment industry.
By the way, your father got in contact with me.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
He's fine. He rounded up the rest of the spies in New York. Apparently that friend of yours was a big help to him. As a matter of fact, he told us he could use your help. You certainly did live up to your reputation this time. Oh, no. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Why don't we talk later? I could have more work for you.
All right, sweet. Awesome.
Hey, you never know. You guys might end up working with Nancy Drew again.
Oh, no.
Well, boys, I'm pleased you're working with us. By the way, Agent Lynch, British Intelligence. But, you know you're free to use your assistants anytime. You know your father had high regards for them, and of course they passed our background check. By the way, did you get that check from Samuels?
Yeah, we got it, thanks.
Excellent. Grayson told me he'd get it.
What did he tell Samuels?
Well, Grayson let him stay under the impression that you saved him from an assassination attempt. However, Samuel still has no idea that Grayson's an agent.
But, of course, we did have to tell him about Guy. I was wondering, what would Guy have done if he had gotten away with all that? He probably would have been able to return to work as an actor, no questions asked.
Howard Benson was set up as the perfect fall guy. Desmond probably would have just bumped him off so he couldn't talk, and then put all the blame on him. Yep, it became a regular who's who in Hollywood down there yesterday.
Where did they bury him?
Well, they never did find the body.
You never found the body? No, we couldn't find it that night. It was too dark and there was too much ground to cover.
And believe it or not, before daylight, something triggered a rock slide in that area, covering everything in 5 feet of rubble. Oh, there's nothing to worry about. He's dead, just as sure as you're alive. Not much we can do.
That's right, Frank. There's probably nothing to worry about.
Well, it's all over now, boys. Ready for your next assignment?
Fire away.
All right, this is the situation.
This lovely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye to all we've ever had. Alone where we have walked together, I'll remember April and be glad. I'll be content. You loved me once in April, your lips were warm, and love and spring were new. But I'm not afraid of autumn and her sorrow, for I'll remember April and you. The fire will dwindle into glowing ashes, for flames and love live such a little while. I won't forget, but I won't be lonely. I'll remember April and I'll smile. The fire will dwindle into glowing ashes, for flames and love live such a tiny while. I won't forget, but I won't be lonely.